was just adjusting my camera there because it felt a little bit off. I'm Carissa Wiley from sprinkledwithglitter.com. I am thrilled that you are here today on this very special edition of Carissa Crafts Live. I am going to be creating, I asked you on Instagram, and a lot of you want to see more Concord from April 2025, and I haven't used any Kristina Werner yet this month, so I'm going to be doing that. Thanks for spending your Saturday here with me. I am just, I'm always amazed because you are all just such a wonderful audience. I love being here. I have the house to myself today, and so I thought, what better way to spend it than with a little crafty friend time. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the comments. I love it when you chat along. I love it when you ask me lots of questions. I love it when you're interactive. And today we're actually going to do a poll in the middle of crafting. I have it set up because I have two options in mind. And so you guys are going to help me pick. It's like choose your own adventure crafting, right? It's live. We're here. Thank you all again for being here. If you are not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so that anytime I post a video or I do a live stream that you'll be able to join in on the fun. You won't miss anything that way. And if you have not already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are watching on the replay, thanks for being here as well. I'm so glad you're a part of this community. So should we just get into it? I mean, I feel like it's Saturday. I might not rush through this. We might try out a couple of things. I don't want to go for like 2.5 hours or anything, but I don't think I'm going to like push myself. Sometimes I push myself to be done in an hour and I don't usually make it. It's usually like an hour and 15, hour and 20. But I just thought maybe we would kind of meander through this. It's Saturday. It's the weekend. Yes, I have things to do because I always have things to do, but I was just looking at the comments, but I don't feel like we should rush through it today. I think we should take our time, have a little fun, ask some questions, answer some questions. And Delia, it is live on Saturday. It's like not Saturday Night Live, it's Saturday day, but yes, we are live on a Saturday. I am thinking, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that maybe we do a Saturday live once a month because I think that more people are probably not working. And so this might be something we add to our repertoire here at sprinkledwithglitter.com. I'm talking we like there's anybody else but me. It's just me. Let's get to the desktop, shall we? Boom. There we are. This is what we're using today. And this is the option I have for you. And we will cross this bridge later, but we're going to try a couple of different options. We're going to try them first, and then I'm going to let you guys decide which way we go. But I am going to use the Kristina Werner collection. I'm going to feature this long line leaves bundle because this caught my eye. It is so graphic and so beautiful. And Kristina shared a card that I loved, and we're going to go off of that. We're going to like springboard off of that. I'm not going to copy it. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. I also watched Kathy Zilski's live that she did with this large leaf, and she inspired me as well. She did a briar rose, plumberry, and ballet slipper combination. Absolutely gorgeous, clean and simple, looks beautiful. And so she inspired me as well. So we're just moving off of that. And we're also going to use the Loved and Happy dies because I think this is a fun die set that can just encompass so many different things. You are loved, thinking of you, so happy for you. And these can definitely have sub-sentiments that push them in a direction, whether it's Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, Valentine's Day even. So just depending on a little sub-sentiment that you might put with that. Now, here's the deal. Kristina has been killing it. I mean, killing it with the background stamps. There are 2 new background stamps in this month's release with the long line leaves and the bold circles. The diagonal lines stamp, which I absolutely love, I've been using it so much, is top notch. And she's been I just love the patterns that she's releasing in these background stamps. So we might play with a couple of options with that. Also, I did want to mention, I did put links to the products in the YouTube description below. So if you want to check those out, it's all linked up there for you. Now, let me show you what I'm jumping off of from Kristina Werner. I think I'll just pull up her Instagram and show you there. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, where was it? My goodness. I should have planned this ahead of time, but I did not. And so now I can't. Oh, here it is. Okay. And it doesn't pick up on camera very well. But I don't know if you can tell this, but she used a pink card base or ballet slipper. She stamped the long line leaves background over it and then did some green ink blending. Now, because the colored cardstock is so light, you can still pick up like that green color on the pink background, and it doesn't shift it too much. We're going to use kind of this color situation as inspiration, but we're not going to actually blend on the pink cardstock. We're going to use the pink and the green idea. We're also going to use a 3-color palette like Kathy Zilski did. So I'm going to use 3 different greens, and I really wanted it to be like this true green into this blue green. And so we're using parsley, juniper, and rainforest. I might hate it. I don't know. We'll see as we go. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we bring in the pinks and the greens, the 3-color blends, but we do this in a whole different way. And I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start out and I am going to take this large leaf here and I'm going to stamp it onto some white cardstock, and we are going to ink blend this using the stencils. Now here's the deal. Die sets are only so big, right? And so I don't have the die for this particular leaf, but we're going to do some fussy cutting. It's not going to kill us. We will survive it, I promise. And so that's what we're going to try. Then we're going to kind of pop this up on a panel over a pink card base that is stamped either with the long line leaves or the circles. We're going to see how it looks. Remember, I get veto power. It's so like if I hate the bold circles, but you all like vote for it, I may go a different direction. So just keep that in mind. I mean, I don't want to create something I hate. So let's start out with this large stamp, and we're going to stamp this onto some white cardstock, and then we will blend using those greens. So I'm just going to place it there using my Misty stamping tool. And yes, I always love a good pink and a green, and the fact that she did that right on the pink cardstock, I think is so inspiring. We're going to take it a different direction today, but I just wanted to point that out, that this is where some of my inspiration has come from in the color palette. But I'm not going to copy the card. And I think sometimes we get stuck when we're inspired by something, that we need to take elements of it and not copy the card. And sometimes that can be hard to do. And so maybe we'll talk through a little bit of that today. So I'm using the stamps in a different way. I'm using the color. I'm springboarding off of that. But I think the card's going to feel very different overall. We're going to add a couple more layers and that sort of thing. So we're going to make it our own. It's like old school American Idol. Make it your own, dog, you know? Okay, so this is Gina K Black Amalgam Obsidian, all the words ink. And this is a brand new stamp, and it is not, it just needs some love before it stamps really well. When it comes from the manufacturer, it has like a coating on it that prevents it from stamping like fabulously off the bat. So we're just going to stamp a couple of times. Oh, by the way, thanks again for being here. For those who are coming in, Mindy's just jumping in. Thanks, Mindy. Hi. Happy Saturday to you. It is my daughter's birthday today. Elliot is 21 years old today. I can't even believe it. It is so hard for me to believe. She's out. She's having a great time, living her best life today with some friends. So I have the house to myself, and I'm not sad about that. Okay, I need one more on this. I need one more good, like in that center area. The thing I want to point out to you is that when you're using an ink like this, you want to make sure it's dry before you start your blending, because if it's not dry all the way, then you can end up with some ink smearing. So just be aware of that. Hola, Solomon. ¿Cómo está? Bienvenidos. Look, all the happy birthday wishes for Elliot. Thank you all. I wish she could see them. Let's see. Okay. Now, I probably could have done like VersaFine, Claire, Nocturne, Pigment ink. Then we would have really had some dry time. And I need to be careful today. I have a Band-Aid on my finger and it's going to, instead of absorbing ink, it's going to let ink sit on top of it and it's going to cause me a problem if I'm not careful. But truth be told, I had a little, like a little tear on my cuticle and it doesn't look the prettiest. And so I thought I should cover that up for the live stream. All right. Let's just heat set this real quick so that we know for sure. We know that we're good and dry. I got to get my hair out of my jacket here. So we're just going to heat set this to make sure that as we start blending, that we, you know, we're not smudging anything. Gracias, Marta. So yo hablo bastante español porque yo trabajo en el hospital y muchos de los pacientes hablan español, so yo hablo español mucho, okay? Mucho veces. So now that we are dry, I am very sure that we are dry. We can take this and we can place this down onto a sticky mat. And I'm just gonna rub over that. It's a little bit warped, but we're gonna be okay, I promise. Hi, Sophie. Popping in and out, but definitely gonna catch the replay. I'm so glad you popped in to say hi. We're gonna grab this long line leaves stencil. And there are a few stencil options in here. There is an option for the background that you can either do the entire background at once with this one, which is just the leaves themselves. Or you can split the background into two sections and do the background this way. So we'll do that. And then there are stencils that do this large leaf here, and they're split into two sections. So right here, and then so you can do kind of a two-tone situation. Oh, my dogs are talking. And then there's this other stencil here. Let me just shut the door real quick. They're gonna have a moment. Charlie, no. We'll just knock back the sound a little bit here. So we will put this goes like this, okay? I'll get this here in just a second. Anyway, there's two sections to blend this. This would be what I would call the medium size leaf, okay? Now I'm working on a grip mat, and this grip mat will hold this in place over here, but to buy me some extra insurance, I'm gonna use a magnet on top of that, and it will stick through, through this sticky mat onto the work surface, okay? So it will help hold that stencil in place. Now I'm gonna go with the green colors, and then we're gonna add the darker colors towards the base. But I'm gonna start out with parsley, which is like a true green. And I'm going to blend off on my mat first and just bring in some green over the entire area. Now I'm gonna blend all of these the same. So I am not trying to make like two different kinds of leaves. So I'm just gonna do all of this in the same blending fashion, but we have two areas that we need to work with because it's split into two. All right. So we'll just do some parsley over the entire area with that kind of true green color. Then we will move into some juniper. I'm gonna wipe my stencil here. And then we're going to move into juniper. So I'm going to have a different brush for this one because it's more of a blue-green. And I'm going to bring in this towards the middle to the base to the middle part of the leaves. Okay. So just kind of bringing this in. And this is very similar to the way that Kathy did her blending, where she had like the darker parts toward the base. And then we will finish off with Rainforest, and we're going to use a smaller brush so that we can really concentrate these colors. Now, the interesting thing about, I think, these greens is that they're not necessarily, I mean, I'm using a true green and a couple of blue greens. So they're not necessarily meant to go together, but they work well together, especially when you're blending them into each other. So now I'm going to come into Rainforest. And if I recall correctly, I think Kristina said in one of her videos or something that she actually stamped that pattern onto the pink with the Rainforest ink. So I'm really intensifying at the base there. And if I got a little heavy-handed here where the line is a little harsh, I'll go back to the juniper ink and kind of blend out the seam just a little bit. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And then we're going to switch to the other side of the stencil. Oh, thank you guys. Sophie said you are the queen of color combos. Thank you. I just go with my gut. I am planning, and I just need to get on this. I do want to create my own online class that talks about colors and how I choose them and how I find inspiration in things and show you how to kind of put those color combos together. So pretty. My new Concord 9th and Kristina Werner items should be here Monday or Tuesday. I can't wait to create with them. Such great inspiration. I'm so happy for you. It's so much fun to get new stuff. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're starting with parsley. We're going to blend out the entire area of the ink, but we're getting lighter as we go out. So we have some variation in this green. It's not like solid. And then we just lighten our pressure and lighten our touch as we go out. And that's how we get that dark into light, okay? You gotta, Mindy says I'd sign up for that class. I already have the name for it. And I already have the outline written. It's just like figuring out all the logistics of it, you know, and how to put it on the internet and those sorts of things. So anyway, I'm going to call it Carissa on color. So anyway, okay, so now we're going to take juniper. I'm putting it out into the universe, so that means I have to get on it, right? We're going to take juniper and we're going to go heavier at the base and blend out, okay? So same sort of thing that we did on the last area of the stencil. And we're just going to let the true green be at the tips. And that really is inspired from Kristina's card here, which I still have up over on my phone. You guys are all like, I'm in for your online class. It is so, when you're like a one-man show, like sitting down to figure out the logistics of how I would sell that online and protect the information and all of that is like, it seems overwhelming to me to figure that out. So anyway, but I want to do it. I have it written. Carissa explains it all, color edition. Okay, so now we have Rainforest, the darkest, and we're going to put that right at that base towards the center of the leaf. And again, we're going to allow it to blend out as we go out from there. And if we need to kind of soften the edge from the Rainforest to the juniper, we can go back to the juniper brush, maybe not add more color, but just kind of go over that area where it kind of transitions. Oh, I love this. Such a fun graphic design. And I did hear Kristina say, I think that she's doing more in this long line series, which I can't wait to see. Okay, so now we have this beautiful blend on our leaves. Isn't that pretty? Alicia's here. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm so late. Well, we're just getting started. Thank you all for your support and saying that you would sign up. I mean, that definitely helps motivate me to like get it done. And it seems like quite an undertaking right now. Now, I did apparently get some green around here. I think we're going to be able to trim that out and it's not going to be a problem. So, I'm not going to freak out about that. So now that we're done with that, let's take just some scissors, and we said we were going to do relaxed crafting today, right? We're just going to chat. This is a good time to ask me some questions. You know, these need to be cleaned. Let me tell you a little something I keep in my craft room that not maybe everybody does. These are expired. I did not steal them. My boss gave them to me because they are expired supplies. Just want to throw that out there. But I love to have alcohol prep pads in my craft room for things like this. I like to keep them in their package. It doesn't matter that they're expired because I'm not using them for medical purposes. I'm using them to clean my scissors. So I like to just have medical prep pads or these alcohol prep pads on hand so I can wipe like sticky off of my scissors or clean up a quick area of my mat or something like that. And they're great to have on hand. Christine, I was just talking about an online class that I want to create called Carissa on Color, where I talk about color and how I choose color and how I'm inspired and where I find my inspiration and that sort of thing. The new mini brushes. Can you please link the new mini brushes? What new mini brushes, Stephanie? Who are they by? Do I know about these? Okay, so I'm going to just take, these are some of my favorite scissors, and I'm going to start cutting. And as I go along this curve, I'm going to turn my paper and not my scissors as much as possible. Okay, so I'm just going to start my cut line, and I'm just turning my paper to trim out this leaf. There's no coordinating die for this particular one because they are limited. I mean, manufacturers are limited on how Ulta new mini blender brushes. I don't know that there's new ones. I'm a part of their design team and I've seen their release. I think they're all the same. There's a new holder. The new holder's not available yet. That's coming in June and I do have it. But I don't think that there's new blending brushes. There are the micro blending brushes. I'm not sure if that's, but those aren't really new either. Those have been around for a minute. So I'm not sure. Sometimes I like to get rid of some of this extra cardstock around because it gets in my way when I'm doing all my trimming. So let's just take this and just do this. The angled ones, I haven't seen the angled ones. Mindy is asking. I'm not sure if I've seen the angled ones. I've never used them. I know that. I know that I don't have the angled ones. Well, there were some old angled ones. I'm not sure. Anyway, so we're going to start trimming around this. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you fussy cut, you yourself are going to see all of your mistakes, but everybody else is not going to see all of your mistakes. I assure you that you all will think that I probably did a really amazing job, and I will see all the little areas where the corners are hard or something like that. So just, go easy on yourself. Not new, Ulta new. The Ulta new mini blending brushes, I think, are in my supply list. Let me check real quick. Look at me. I don't even know how to do this. I think they're in there. Can someone check for me? Be a friend. And check for me if those mini blending brushes from Ulta New are in my supply list. I thought I left them in there. I took out some of my others that I'm not using in today's. Okay. So we're just going to take a minute and we're going to get this trimmed out. Do I wish there was a die? Absolutely. Is there one? No. So we're just going to find a way to make it work anyway. We're going to make the vision come alive even though we don't have all the dies. It's going to be fine. We're already like halfway done, right? I'm just kind of going slow. I'm not getting like rushed about it. Yeah, I do like the Altenew mini blending brushes. They are some of my favorites. I will say that. They are some of my favorite. They just feel good in your hands. Oh, thank you, Mary. They are on the list. Jen says, thank you. They're, yeah, they're in the supply list and they're in the visual list for sure towards the bottom. So here's what you may not know about YouTube is that they limit the amount of characters that you put in your description. So sometimes I have to remove things from the actual typed out description, but they will still be in the visual supply list. So, and that's just, they have to limit the space. So sometimes I can't put everything in the supply list on YouTube just because of the restrictions they have on characters. Okay, so there's that. Thank you all for checking. I really appreciate that. Okay, now I'm trying to decide. There's some of these areas where I could go deeper in on the cut, and maybe I will. So I kind of gave myself the general cut at first, and then I can go down into some of these areas that are a little tighter if I want to and trim those out. You got to hold your mouth right when you're doing this, you know? Okay, well then we just got a little closer on that. That's fine. Okay, let's go down in here. I'm just gonna take my time. I don't even know like how much people will notice that I've taken the time to cut out in between the leaves, but I'm gonna do it anyway because we have time. Got nothing but time today. My talk and text put altitude. I gotcha. I knew what you meant. Mom Snoozy. I knew what you meant. So this is optional, obviously. We're gonna have this gorgeous leaf to like be the feature focal of our card. I might go down in here a little. Some people are like super good with a craft knife and they like to do this stuff with a craft knife. I am like a butcher with a craft knife. So if you wanted to move into some of these tighter areas with a craft knife, you totally could. Terrible at fussy cutting. Practice, practice. And give yourself grace. You, just as with everything else, that it comes with time, but try the things where you slow yourself down. Okay, slow yourself down. That would be my first tip. My second would be to turn the paper, not the scissors. So as I'm coming in here, I'm turning the paper. See? Try not to turn the scissors. Sometimes you have to, but you can kind of come in here, turn the paper, and that'll help smooth it out as well. Okay, there we go. We're gonna call that good. We've done a lot of like in-between cutting here, which is totally optional. Okay, so there we go. See, we have it in between. So that's like focal image, and that's why we took a little bit of time on it, because it's gonna be our focal image. Now I'm going to have this on a pink card base, probably up on another pink panel that's popped up. But what I'm thinking is that we do on the pink card base a pattern, and we can either do the bold circles or we can do the long line leaves. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stamp them both and we're going to vote. Okay, and then we're going to see how it comes together. So I have, this is actually blush cardstock. I like a die too. I'm not lying. I'm not going to lie. I like a die, but I wanted to have dimension and I wanted it to be cut out, and I wanted to use that larger leaf with all the lines in it, not the solid smaller ones that have the coordinating die. So I just decided, you know what, we will fussy cut. Okay, 2 blush card bases here, and we're going to stamp one of the bold circles and we're going to stamp one of the long line leaves, and we're going to compare. And then I think what I'll have is another panel in the center of plain pink cardstock. Let's go smaller so you see more pattern. These are the precision layering dies from Spellbinders. I don't think I linked these, so I can go back and add them later. Okay, I think that's about perfect right there, like this, and it will be hanging off the side. Question, what would BZK wipes were? I don't know what BZK is. I don't know what that is. So, anybody? Phone a friend? A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. That's right, Melissa. Okay, so let's cut this so we have this. And we don't want to ruin our leaf, so we're just going to put him up here where he's safe. He is safe and sound. And then the other thing I do, I keep a lot of alcohol, and by alcohol I mean rubbing alcohol, in my craft room. I keep some in a spray bottle. This is a gold top spray bottle from Amazon. I don't have these linked, which I hesitated to show you, but the other thing you can do is just keep that in there, spray, use some microfiber cloths and wipe it up. It's great for cleaning stencils. Benzalkonium chloride. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if it would work or not. Okay, so this is going to be up here. We're going to have a sentiment somewhere in here. Anyway, we're going to have this pattern behind, okay? Let's put this aside and let's stamp our 2 backgrounds, and then we'll do our pull, okay? Okay. I wouldn't have thought of pink, but I like it. Pink and green are like, love pink and green. So I'm going to start with the long line leaves. I'm going to start with my first card base in the center. I'm going to remove my leaf here. We're going to set you over here, Mr. Man. And we're going to take our first background. And you know what I'm thinking? I might just, you know what? We're not going to use a Misty for this. Thinking we're going to do it the other way. I don't want to have to remove this from the backer. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on my work surface face up. We're going to grab, I forgot to grab this. It is linked. I'm going to grab my ballet slipper ink. We're going to ink this up. I may regret not using my Misty, but we'll see. Okay. Inking up, ballet slipper ink. You could also use like a Versamark ink. Yeah, there's something about alcohol that like breaks down like the gunk on your scissors and stuff. Okay, now I'm going to press this down onto the stamp, and then I'm going to grab just a scrap piece of paper, lay it over the top, and I like to keep one hand in place while I rub with the other. So I'm just holding the cardstock in place while I rub all over so that I get a transfer of that pattern. Now, if this doesn't work right away, it's totally fine. We won't be able to stamp in the same place, but we could try again. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. So this is option 1, and we'll probably matte this pink in the middle. I'm not sure what color we'll use. Maybe a green. So maybe we pull in the green. Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. That could be a card all on its own. Love that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, our second option is going to be the bold circles. This would be something totally different. I know these long line leaves, when I opened them, I did an unboxing video for this release because I had it in time, and I was like, I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm going to save it. I knew what was in the box, but I was like, I'm going to save it. I'm going to open it on camera. We'll see. When I saw these long line leaves, I was like, wow, these are gorgeous. They're so graphic. They would be great. Now, I'm not going to lie. I feel like the card I'm creating today is a little more on the feminine side, but they would be really great for masculine cards as well. So I'm going to ink up this bold circles with the ballet slipper. Again, I have a second blush card base, and I'm going to place this onto the stamp just like that. And then I am going to take my scrap piece of paper, hold, and press. Okay. Let's see. You guys okay out there? Pink and green go good together. Yes, they do. They are a beautiful combination. I don't know all the why. You know, like, I'm not into like figuring out why they work together. I just know that they do. They might be complementary. I'm not sure. I think red and blue are complementary. I don't know. I don't get into all that. I just know they look good. Okay. Okay. I love this. I love this. Okay. Now, before we vote, this could be really cute too. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's too good. It is too good. We might have to make 2 cards. Okay, I'm gonna go one bigger than this. Let's cut a mat, shall we? Just so red, contrasting colors. Thank you, Megan. See, Megan knows. Contrasting colors. Shall we go? Let's see, which green do I want? My gut tells me let's go with rainforest. OMG. This is gonna be a stunner. This is gonna be, okay, wait, I know, y'all wanna vote already. We're gonna have a poll here in just a minute, okay? We're gonna have a poll, and you're gonna be able to vote in the poll. I have it all set up. I just have to click over to YouTube and put it up there. Make 2 cards. Don't make me pick. Okay, I'm gonna just cut 2 just right off the bat, just in case we have to make 2 cards today. Circles, circles, I know. Anybody have anything like super amazingly fun going on this weekend? Okay, this is fun. This is fun. I'm gonna do something else, okay? Just go with me on a journey here. Where did I leave? Is this the one? What just happened? I know I did not cut these the same size. Okay, they're not the same size. But I'm like looking for the pink one because I need that one out in case we make 2 cards. Okay. So I feel like I want something in between these, and I have like all the dies in the world here. Let's see. Maybe it's this one. I'm going to try to find the one in between, and we might do like a layer of champagne between. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Carissa's like, I'm excited. Preparing my master bathroom for a full renovation. That sounds amazing and stressful a little bit at the same time. We had to replace some sheetrock and the enclosure in our shower not too long ago because we had some issues with mold. So recovering from cataract surgery. Oh, Donna, I hope you feel better. I just had a dear friend have that not too long ago. One eye and then the other. Having an early dinner with cousins I haven't seen in 2 years. Oh, cousins are the best. Cousins are the best. Oh, Columbus for our granddaughter's volleyball tournament on Sunday. She graduates this year, so we're collecting memories. Oh, sweet times. Sweet, sweet times. Laying in the bed watching Carissa videos because I just tested positive for COVID, Melissa. I'm so sorry. That's no fun. Oh, that is like literally the same size. I must have flipped these over. Okay. Hold on. Hold up. I must have grabbed the wrong set when I cut the frame for the pink one. This is the problem with having so many. Where did my pink one go? Here it is. This is the problem with having so many colors, is that then, or so many dyes, then you have, you get them all mixed up. Okay, let's try this again. Shall we? We shall. My best friend is coming for dinner tonight, and I'm crafting the rest of the weekend. That's fun. Dinner with friends. We are still painting the whole inside of our house. Wouldn't call it fun. Yeah, I wouldn't call that fun either, but needs to be done. Reorganizing the craft room. Fun. Okay. I don't want to mess up that foil, which is why I cut down a lot of the extra. Because sometimes when it gets, the texture of the cutting plate, you can really mar up your extra foil. So I won't send it through the die cut machine if I don't have to. Use the frame. I'm working on it. Let's see. I'm needle felting and watching animated Disney movies all weekend. That is fun. Okay. Let's see if I got it right this time. Oh yeah, I think we do this. 3 layers. So we have 3 layers. We have circles, which is fun. That is fun. Okay. Or let's do this. We have leaves. Oh, that's pretty too. I like them both. I'm not gonna lie. Nancy just went for a walk. Spend time working on my collage class homework and maybe some cards too. Fun. Scrapbooking album pages. Okay, are you guys ready for the poll? Before we start the poll, let me explain how this is gonna work. I'm gonna throw up the poll. You should see it like towards the top of your chat, okay? So I'm going to throw up the poll. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to vote. And then I know they're both beautiful in their own right? I mean, they're just so much fun. This is so delicate. This is leaves. Okay. This is circles. Okay, they're just so much fun. We're ready for the poll. Okay, you're all ready. here we go. Starting the poll. Also, while you're there, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Let's see. Okay, we'll see. I'm waiting. Oh, y'all. I can't find it now. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. Wow. It is like 50-50. Dead on 50-50 right now. I'm watching it. 34 of you have voted. While we do that, let's go ahead. I'm going to die cut some more. Bold Circles is now 59% in the lead. This is the pink. I need another piece. I'm going to leave that up for just a second. So you all keep voting. I'm going to just grab some more cardstock because if we have to make 2 cards, we will. Or maybe I'll just finish it off screen. I don't know. I don't know that I want... Do you all really want to sit here and watch me fussy cut another leaf? I mean, come on. That doesn't sound like fun. Bold Circles is 59% right now. So if you haven't voted and you want to get in, I feel like I'm giving a whole ample time to do this. Let's see. Let's do this. At least I'll have the pieces and I could do the leaf later if I have to. Okay. I'm going to give it like another minute or so. It was hard to choose. Winnie Bell says it's hard to choose. Pegger said, I didn't think I needed that Bold Circle stamp until now. I'm telling you, it's a good one. In a tone-on-tone world, it is fantastic. Okay, hard to choose. Okay, it's 57% Bold Circles, 42% long line leaves. If you have a strong opinion, let me know right now because I'm about to end it. We have 59 of you voting. I saw, let's see, there are 131 of you watching. Thanks all for being here. I think 2 cards. We are 50-50. It's going to be hard to choose. I know. Okay. Shall we end it? It's 58-42, and I have just ended the poll. We're going with Bold Circles. 59 votes. So about half of you voted. That's good. Okay, let's go with Bold Circles. I can put this stuff aside, and we can, like, if you want to stick around, then maybe we'll do 2 cards. We'd enjoy seeing you make both cards. Well, they're both going to be like the same. That's the thing. They're just going to have different outlines. Okay, so let's pick a sentiment. I'm creating like a whole little pigpen mess over here. I vote for 2 cards. Do you guys just have like the whole day to spend with me? Is that what it is? Saturday, and so we're taking our time. I think this You Are Loved is fantastically scaled for this. I think the scale of this is way more appropriate than some of these others. And so here's what we're going to do. In order to keep this from blocking too much, we're going to cut the shadow from some vellum. I'm just going to, like, as I'm cutting and stuff, I'm going to just cut 2 of everything. And that way, if you want to stick around and watch me create a second card, then we can do that. I think I may have to go let the dogs out like in a minute just because I put them in the crate and I feel so bad. But okay, so let's start with the shadow layer and vellum, and let's do the, I don't think I want to bring in another color. So I'm thinking maybe white for the sentiment. Let's just see how it goes. I do want like a few of those too. I think I want layers. I apologize that I didn't do some of this die cutting ahead of time. 2 cards, more Carissa. I love that you guys don't get annoyed with me. hold on. I just read a comment that I was in the middle of. I love the Stamp Market blush cardstock so much. I need to make something with it today. It's my favorite pink cardstock. Not going to lie. It is just, it's ballet slipper from Concord 9th is really nice, but it's a little cooler than the blush from the Stamp Market. And so I tend to gravitate towards the blush just because it's got a little bit more warmth. Oh, that's cute. How do you feel? How do we feel about the white? Are we feeling like that's a good choice? I feel like it's like a nice, clean, crisp look. I think green would be like a lot, you know? We could do black. Black could look really cool. Maybe we'll cut a couple layers of the white and then we'll see what the black looks like on top. The dogs won't bother us. Let them come craft with us. They drive me nuts. Sometimes Charlie will be in here with her ball. She'll be squeaking it. And she'll be wanting me to throw it for her. And you all will be like, oh my gosh, make that dog stop. She's a lot. Y'all, I love this dog to death, but she is so much more than I bargained for when I got her. She's got a lot of poodle in her. Mochi is my chill boy. He is like, he's 4 now. He's like a big boy. He's all independent. Every now and then he needs some attention, but for the most part, he's just like, meh, whatever, I'm good. Love him to death. He's a cuddle bug. The more Carissa, the better. You all are so sweet. Let's see, black. I have a little drawer down here. Maybe I need to share this drawer on social. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because you get some behind the scenes looks. There's a baby picture of my baby girl on there today. I actually think the black might be really cool. And maybe we change this green layer to a black layer. That could be cool. I'm digging the pink and black right now. I'm digging pink and black. It is like next week, send one of my cards. You may have seen. Okay, we're gonna have this. It would be like that. I don't know, it feels hard. It feels a little hard to me. Y'all can let me know. I'm gonna cut a couple more of the white. So let's go with, what other color cardstock do you like from the Stamp Market? Their Sea Glass is amazing. It's more blue than, the Concord 9th Sea Glass. I really like that. Champagne. I don't know. We could try champagne. There is one color from the Stamp Market, and I talked about this because I showed their like their color swatching in a live last week. There's another one called Pacific maybe. That's really beautiful. There's a lake something that's really beautiful. Their orchid's really pretty. Those are the few offhand that I can think of. But if you want to look at them, I did share like the swatching last week of their stuff. Okay. I'm going to just cut enough for 2 cards because you all said that you can either watch me or do housework. And I don't want to make you go do housework. So we'll just keep crafting. I have a medium or a dark gray. I don't know. I'm thinking I like the white. How do you all feel about the white? Are we okay with the white? Like, you're not going to leave and be mad, are you? If I go with white? The thing about white is I need a few layers anyway, right? I need the layers so that I can layer them up. I have the scrap here. I can always put a different color on the top of the stack. So I need a few whites anyway. Do you mix different company cardstocks or use one at a time? I do use, it depends on the project, but there are times that I do mix other different companies' cardstocks. A few weeks back, I did a live stream featuring Concord and 9th products, and I used Spellbinders cardstocks and Concord and 9th cardstocks together. So I do. It just depends. Some companies do not have like inks that match their cardstocks. So, you know. Oh, papaya. Melissa just said I love papaya from the stamp market. I love that one too. It's really beautiful. And salmon. That's another one. The baby pick with the pearls. So cute. Isn't she a doll? I took that myself. You can probably tell. It's not like it's professional or anything, but I did take that myself. I love that girl. Okay, so we have 3 and 3. We have 3 whites for one card and 3 whites for the other card. If we wanted to stack another color on top, we can. But let's just go ahead and stack the layers, and then we can, you know, make a decision. Orchid is gorgeous, yes. I don't know if I've listed all my favorites. I just am going off the top of my head with some that I'm thinking of. So let's go ahead and put some liquid glue. These are designed really fun with the letters that run into each other. So like this V goes up into the A, and not everything is on a flat line, like the A-R-E, you know, and the ED comes down. That's fun. That's like a fun little twist on these sentiments. Okay. Let's see. The thing is about the dogs too, I was just talking about letting them out. They bark when they're out. They should be better trained, but they're not. Okay, so I put liquid glue on 2 layers, and then I grabbed the one that does not have any glue on it and stacked it on top of the 2 that have the liquid glue. I'm going to use my fingers to just make sure everything's lined up really well. Then I can take this stacked up sentiment and I can put it onto the vellum layer, which is that shadow layer. Let's see. Okay, julep is beautiful and bright. Leafy, oh, leafy's a good green. It really is. Okay, line that up so you can see it here. The vellum on the back. Then we're just going to take and press that down for just a second. Pacific and Lake House are my favorites, Jen says. Question, are there some stamp market colors that you think are completely unique from C9 and Catherine Pooler? Well, I think, this is my honest opinion, I think everybody has their own little take on it. I mean, here, I would like, seriously, if you haven't watched it, I do recommend go back and watch the live I did, not yesterday, Friday, but the last Friday before that. And I talked a lot about the stamp market cardstock colors, and a good way, they have a sampler pack right now that you can order, like a little 5.5 by 8.5 stack of all the colors, and you can kind of see, you know, you can see all the colors in person, which I think really helps. And then, you know, you don't have like 10 of each color. You can look at them and say, oh, I need that color in my life. Just a suggestion. Okay. So this is kind of where we're at. You are loved. And we're gonna, oh, that would be fun, kind of offset like that too. We could do that. Let's do another poll, shall we? Let me bring in my keyboard. You're all gonna ask for a link for this. Hold on. Let's do a poll. Oh, it needs to, should we do a wonky layering scheme or not? Wonky. That's fun. keep it clean and simple. Okay, start a poll. We did it again. Okay, so the options are wonky, offset, kind of like this. Okay, we would probably do this. Okay, the sentiment would be straight. Or we can just stack them all up and this would be clean and simple. Okay, I'll link the keyboard afterwards because I know y'all are gonna ask. I love that keyboard, so much fun. It's a Bluetooth keyboard. So this would be clean and simple, where we just stack it all up, straight on, beautiful, clean, simple, just like that. And then maybe like a sub-sentiment below. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a minute to answer that. I'm gonna start, I think what I'm gonna do is over on this one, since y'all wanna do 2 cards, we can totally do 2 cards. We've only been going for an hour. Then I'm gonna start stacking up the sentiment for the second card, and we'll, that way we'll be a little bit down the road when we start that. And maybe we can figure out something slightly different to do on card number 2, where we do the long line leaves background. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes. If you can't see the poll, it's towards the top of the live chat. I believe you can answer it on your phone. If you're watching on your TV, then maybe not. And then let me know also after you voted, you can come back to the comments and let me know, are you guys like thinking we should do, I will link my keyboard, Mom Snoozy 3 after we're done being live. Are you thinking like a Friday or a Saturday live is like working out really good for you, and you want us to make you want me to make this a part of like a monthly Saturday, one time a month on Saturdays? We could do that. I could probably convince Mr. Glitter to come in here and moderate for me. He has been live on the channel before. Creating. Yes, you are correct. Stamp Market cardstock is 80 pound. Okay. I love these sentiments. They're so much fun. They're so easy to stack up. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So we'll have a little stack here. It's 56% wonky, 44% clean and simple. So if you have a strong opinion, I'm going to end it here in just a moment. So make sure you answer. There are 59 votes out of, let's see, out of 141. So love Saturday, love the Saturday monthly lives would be great. Love a monthly Saturday. Okay. Maybe I'll start working that in then. I think that could be something I could do. Monthly lives on Saturday would be fun. Perfect. Okay. I think I'm going to end it. Let me just hold this down for just a second. Saturday love. Monthly Saturday. Okay. I have an idea of what we could do different on this one. So we're going to end the poll. We're going to do wonky, circles and wonky, and then we'll do something different on card number 2. So we'll make it a little different. I have a little idea in mind. Okay. So wonky it is. So we'll go, we have to do just like enough wonky. This is going to be all on foam, so we're just going to make like this messy little pile of wonkiness. Okay, just something like that. We'll pop and pop. Okay, I'm good with that. Sometimes I get it just how I want it, and then it's like, ooh, I don't want to mess it up, and then I have to. Okay, my drawer is stuck. Loved that keyboard. Okay, come back. Maybe I can do this. No, I don't feel like I can do it while I'm live. I mean, I wish I could. I don't think you all want to wait for me to like put that in the description, do you? Okay. I mean, I could go over and copy and paste it. Okay. So we have a little Wonkification. Not Willy Wonka. We're going to go a different angle for the pink than we did for the champagne. So we went this way with champagne. We're going to go this way with pink. Okay. So we have just a fun little wonky kind of arrangement there. Do we like it? I feel like maybe we need more green coming out. Okay, that's better. I like that better. Okay, foam. I need more panels. Someone want to come and make foam panels for me? My assistant is out of town. And by assistant, I mean my daughter. Okay. Let's do this. I just realized I haven't eaten today either. So it could get real fun around here when Carissa gets to hangry. Hold on, let me flip back over. I'm in the wrong app right here. I was late. Did you color the leaves with Copics or is there a solid stamp? I actually colored the leaves with ink blending and the stencil. I love your no nonsense style. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So we're still going to put this in the center. I'm going to look from above because I'm like trying to see my, let's get some tweezers out so I can see this just a little bit better. I need to go over just slightly. I did not stamp the circles like perfectly in the center, so that's okay because we're going to make up for it because we're going to disguise that a little bit with this guy coming off the side. Okay, love this. Love this. Okay, let's pop him up. We're going to have to do some foam surgery here to make sure we get this guy popped up. And let's do that. Yeah, if you go back to a live, maybe a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago, I actually linked that keyboard. So I have that link for you. The exact one that I have. There's a few of them. This one, I mean, it was a gift actually, but I chose, like, it was on my list, like on my Amazon list, like I wanted it, and my mom bought it for me for my birthday last year. Okay, so let's do this. We have foam now. It's a very clicky keyboard, so if you're not like a clicky keyboard kind of person, it's not going to be for you. I love the clicky keyboard thing unless I'm in an office with somebody and they have it. I don't want to hear your keyboard all day. But it has that good like feedback loop, you know? I wouldn't use it like if I was in a quiet Starbucks trying to get some work done. Okay, let's move you. I'm thinking off the side like this. Okay, love. Then we go like that. Oh, that's cute. I'm gonna need just a little couple strips to bring up the side even. with the leaf. Since the leaf is popped, I'm only going to add a couple of strips of foam to the back right of this sentiment so that it sits even with the other. Okay, so like that. And then this is in the way. It's okay, we'll just pull it off. Thinking right there-ish. Perfect. I love this. What do you think? Oh, hey, Martin. You must have snuck in. I didn't see you out there. I ordered this. Also can't wait to love your videos. Thank you so much. So glad you're all here. Okay, so I'm going to take the foam off the back. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue behind where the die cut is on the front. Okay. And we're going to add this to the card. I'm getting like a little bit shaky because I've had a lot of caffeine, but I have not eaten anything. So I'm like, do you see my hands kind of with the trimmer? It's a lot of caffeine. Okay, this is fun. This is fun. Okay, we're gonna leave this guy here. We're gonna skip to card 2. We may add more to him, but let's see what we're gonna do. And card number 2, I think what we'll do is we'll do the opposite. So we had our vote earlier where we were like, okay, I love this circle pattern, you guys. I can't. So let's do some different options. So we voted card 1 would be wonky. So let's make card 2 just clean and simple. Stacked up layers, nice and beautiful. And then I'm thinking we can decide if we want to do this or not. But what we can do is we can try one of these solid leaf stamps, but do like an ombre blend on it. So it's a little bit different than our first card, but it's got some nod backs. You know what I mean? So love this. And then also I have to readjust into my chair. I fall out of it and then I gotta put my, booty back in it. So let's grab the long line leaves. And what I'm thinking is we use this guy and this guy that both have dies. We do a little ombre stamping with them. We die cut them with the dies, and we use these instead of this very graphic piece. And so it's a little different, but I'm thinking it could be a fun alternative. And that way we're not making the exact same thing over again. So you guys can see a couple of different options. What do you think? Okay, I'm sorry for all the noise with my feet. I cannot get my feet onto the thing. Okay. Question, are you designing any C9 products? No, I am not. My hands and knees do the same thing when I have caffeine, to the point my friend points it out every time. Yes, I've had quite a bit, and it's a little later in that, like it's almost 2 o'clock here. I've had nothing to eat yet, and so I've had quite a bit of caffeine, but nothing to absorb it. So, okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to just kind of prep our surface. We're going to start with the parsley. Kelly wants to know if I have any designs coming with Spellbinders. I do not right now. I have not begun the design process for another line yet. So maybe we need to use the disco balls again soon. So I'm going to go with green. Okay. All over. Okay, that did not ink well. Do you see the holes? Okay, let's do that. Green all over. Parsley. This is definitely going to hit a little harder because we're using straight ink rather than a blend. Then we're going to take juniper and we're going to like put that towards the middle here on these leaves. Having a hard time getting enough of it on there. Okay, juniper towards the middle. We may have to restamp with juniper. Then we're gonna take rainforest. We're gonna go in with the mini ink blending brush. And then we'll go, okay, with the rainforest towards the center. And we're just gonna kind of tap that out so that we get hopefully a nice little blend. We can keep stamping if it's not exactly what we want. Okay. And then we're gonna go stamp. And I can tell already, like, we're gonna have to stamp again. It's totally fine though. Oh, Kelly just made graduation cards with the disco ball press plates. Awesome. Love the disco balls, Melissa said. Thank you. Okay, that was terrible, but that's okay. Listen, we got this. We're good. This pulled up. Stay. Stay. Okay, so here's how we're gonna fix this. I can actually see where the ink didn't transfer. I have a bubble, an air bubble under that. So I'm gonna like lift it and then push it back down. Okay, now I'm gonna just take the blending brush and go into here with the juniper. I'm not gonna do any more parsley, okay? Just juniper, and then we're gonna go with, oh, that was silly. I did the back side of my blending brush into the ink. Then we're gonna go with rainforest towards the center. I don't know, we may like it, we may not, we'll see. I'm gonna tap it out a little. Okay, we may have to like stamp a third time, we'll see. Never thought about blending it that way. I've seen rounding on the edges, but I've never put on with brush. Yeah, it's a great way to kind of blend it out. Okay, dear leaf, you are making me a little crazy here. Okay, we're gonna make this work. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This little guy is just not wanting to transfer right here. This is real life crafting, y'all. We're gonna wipe him down. Okay, we're gonna wipe. We're gonna go back in with some parsley on a brush because we don't want to get like crazy amounts of color here. And we're gonna try to blend out those areas that we didn't get great stamping on. Yeah, I'm sure it's because I didn't condition it. I mean, that's totally fine. We're gonna make it work. If we don't make it work, we'll just flip it over and restamp. It's fine. I think I'm gonna make it work. It's just like this one part, and I knew I had like a bubble under there, and I did not like deal with it, and so now we have issues. We're gonna make this happen, okay? We're gonna make it happen. These are solid stamps, and when you have a solid stamp like this, sometimes it's not conditioned, you just get that problem. Let's just start again. I mean, it's not horrible, but let's start again. Okay, we have more paper. We have more paper, we have more time. And what I'm gonna do, okay, we're good. We have enough paper here. What I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna clean my stamp. I'm gonna start over. Okay, so I have some cleaner. Wiping it off with the cleaner. And then we're gonna start from scratch. See, you're not the only one that has troubles. The rest of us just edit it out so you don't have to watch it in the video. Okay, the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift this slightly and then I'm gonna press it back down, trying to get some of those air bubbles out. Okay, I think that's gonna be better. So clean, clean, clean. Okay, then we're gonna wipe that cleaner off, because the cleaner has like a oily. Oh, thank you. You taught me so much with this technique with the C9 floral black background plate. I'm so glad. I hope that you always leave here a little bit inspired. Maybe you learned something new. Maybe you got a new idea for a color combination or a new way to think about a stamp set. I'm hoping that when you leave, you feel that way. That's my goal. That's always my goal. Okay, let's do this. It's already inking better. Okay. We're gonna just start with parsley, okay? We're gonna stamp it and then we'll come back and add the other colors. I can see the little lines I made in there with my ink pad. Okay. So let's do this. Do you see the air bubble again? Do you see the air bubble? Oh my gosh. We will see if we get like bad results or not. Yeah, seriously. Okay. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. Okay, that was a little air bubble. I just picked it up, re-stamped, we're good. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our juniper and rainforest. So juniper with the brush into the center, okay? Little bit more juniper than we're gonna do rainforest, because rainforest is our darkest color. Okay, so rainforest is gonna come in at the very center, okay? And we're gonna just do this. Now we can add this a couple of times and we can intensify it. So we don't have to go full bore the first time. Maybe that's where you put your sentiment. Maybe. I'm gonna, I think, use both of these on the card and kind of layer them up. So if they're not perfect, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Okay, so now because we put this on with a brush, it's gonna be light. Okay, so you may have to go back in and add the color a couple of times to get the intensity that you want. So we'll go back in with juniper. We're gonna go again into that center, okay? We're gonna take the rainforest and we're gonna ink up more towards the middle. Okay. Do this again. And I'm gonna press this down. The miracle of the Misty, isn't that true? I love this pink Misty too. It's like my favorite. Okay, now we're gonna go a third time. If you want, you don't have to, but if you really want to intensify that color. Now, here's another option. This is the slower way to build. This is like the surefire way that you can get exactly what you want. If you want to, what you can do is you can go direct to the stamp with your ink pad and then tap out that color with a blending brush so that you can make it a little more subtle, like make the edges. Up to you. It's going to give you a different look in the end. It's going to build the color faster, but I prefer to do it this way because then I know for sure that I'm going to get, you know, I can stop when I see the results that I want. Could you take a small brush and touch up the leaf? You could. I think it looks fine now though. There is that little spot and it's just like, it just does not, I just need to push on that spot a little bit more and we have it more blended out. It's totally fine, but look at that like variation that you get. I'm going to go one more time with just rainforest. Making sure I'm using the right side of the brush since I'm having issues with that today. But I'm glad we're actually doing this because you guys can see, I mean, this is real life, right? Things don't always work out the way you think they're going to. And you just got to troubleshoot sometimes. Okay, I think this is going to be enough of what I need here. Last one. Okay. So pretty. Okay. Let's do this. What did we ever do without the Misty? We wasted a lot of paper. We wasted a lot of paper. Do you see how, I mean, yes, you can still barely see that part, but in real life, it doesn't even seem like it's a big deal. So now these have coordinating dies, so we don't have to fussy cut this. So for you, those of you who were not a fan of the fussy cut in the first card, I got you, boo. Does your daughter have that beautiful hair color of yours? Nope, she does not. She has, well, we don't really know what her natural color is anymore. She has like light brown, dishwater blonde-ish, light brown kind of hair, but she dyes it black. So she has black hair right now. Okay, here's the deal. I think I warped the stamp. Do you see how the stem is not lining up? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it according to the top of the stamp. And then if the stem has to be covered by the sentiment, we can do that. So I must not have laid it down on the Misty correctly. Again, just one of those things that you're like, oh, shoot, I messed that up. My Band-Aid's coming off. Okay, I got to take it off because it's going to fall off. So just don't look at my thumb. It's got a nowie. Oh, I have ink all over me now, too. Okay. So we have these. And next week, by the way, I will be live at my normal Friday live time, Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific. I think we just do something like this. Just like that. And then, what do we think? We adapt, right? Yes, we do. That's what we do. We adapt. Let's put some foam adhesive on the back of these. This one has a little chad that need to be poked out. I'm thinking maybe we skip the top of this so that we can get these something like this. And then we go like something like that. I'm thinking that's really pretty. I love simple greenery. I think it's just so beautiful. And I love greens. Greens are like one of my favorites. Oh, Roberta's here. Hi, Roberta. Welcome. So, which way are you leaning as far as your favorite card? You can let me know in the comments or in the chat. If you're watching on replay, let me know in the comments. Do you like the first card? Do you like the second card? What's your feelings? What's your feelings? Okay, we're going to start with this guy. How did we have this? How did we have this? Okay. We had it kind of like this. We won't push him down too firmly yet. Yeah, I'm thinking like that. Yep. Man, I have ink all over me from all that inking process. Okay, now here's where our stem doesn't matter that I didn't get it right because I'm just going to snip it off anyway. Okay. think they're both loving the one you are making right now, says Roberta. A plant that I won't kill. I agree. I think this design works even better with this background. Great adaptation. Well, thank you. I think it looks beautiful too. I'm a fan. I am a fan. Okay, we have that on there. Let's get some foam on the back of this. Both are fantastic, but wonky is my favorite. Okay. Wonky or clean and simple. I'll bring wonky back in a minute if you're just joining in and you don't know what I'm even talking about. We've already made one card. Happy birthday to your daughter. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to do this. And we're going to have this guy here. Kind of tempted to do something real crazy. I like this. What do you think? What if we did that? And it's still a vertical card. You could turn it this way and people might think that it's meant to go this way, but I think this is kind of fun. Do you hate this? Do you hate this? Let's put this guy down and then we can talk about this vertical sentiment. Tell me your feelings. Tell me your feelings about the vertical sentiment. Let me look in the screen here. I don't want to get this crooked. Okay. So what do we think about a vertical sentiment there? I kind of like this, you guys. I think this is fun. I like it. I like it. Yes, love that you gave us options. Both are fab. Always think moms should get a special celebration on their kids' birthdays. I will tell you that she had a very, after birth, I had some very serious hemorrhaging with her, and it was touch and go for a while with me, and I did not actually hold her for probably 3.5 hours after she was born. Joy has a date with her man. Have fun. Don't like it vertical. Okay, love the vertical sentiment. Okay, y'all need another pull, don't you? We're gonna just pull it up. I love the vertical. I'm thinking I might do it no matter what you all say, but let's bring in the handy dandy keyboard again. We're gonna go with start a pull. I'm getting good at this. Vertical sentiment or horizontal sentiment. Start pull. There y'all go. I'm getting good at this pull stuff. I know how you guys like it. I don't even have a producer here doing it for me. I like it. I think it's fun. Okay, while you guys talk about that, talk amongst yourselves. Vote. I may do what I do on this one. I might just go for it with vertical, even if you all hate it. Just so you know, I may not, you know, I might just go my own way. Let's see. What did we have on there? You are loved. You've got this. Sending hugs. Love you. I'm trying to find like a straight. I don't know that I want to make these Mother's Day or Father's Day because I don't know that I'll use them. So I'm looking at a couple options over here that are off to the side. Maybe we just leave it for now and maybe we just marinate. Vertical! I'm ending the poll. I came back and vertical. It's 57 to 43 on the vertical. And I think you guys have fantastic taste. let's do it vertical. Okay, let's put a little bit of foam adhesive on the back. I think this is a fun little, like, we've done a couple things that we wouldn't maybe normally do. We've done wonky, we've done vertical. It's just fun, right? Oh shoot, don't do that. Hold on, I'm trying to get back to my app here. Let's do this. Okay, we got some foam there. Karen says, I'm loving the choose your own adventure pulls today. Cool. So glad. Put a little liquid glue over the part that's gonna overlap with the leaves. And then we're gonna put you right, hold on, I need to see. Hold on, this guy needs to come off. You're interfering. Sometimes you put foam adhesive on the back and it's like, oh, well, that's getting in the way of what I need it to do. So I'm trying to make sure that it still looks like straight vertical. Yeah. Okay, your chat is ahead of you. Never seen that before. Roberta, you might be like behind on the, like the live stream might be not caught up. Okay. So cute. I feel like we need some shine. Let's see, it's 2:09. Oh my gosh, I said I wasn't gonna go for a couple of hours and here we are pushing 2 hours. Y'all are hanging in there with me though, so I appreciate you being here. I hope this is bringing you a little joy on this Saturday. I hope it is. Let's do some sparkle because I just can't resist it. Cannot resist. There's a little boogie. Okay, I'm just gonna, this is the crystal confetti from the stamp market. It is like super shine megawatt confetti with no holes. There is a one with holes available, or there's a no hole version. I'm using the no hole version today. And we may just go, I don't know. I'm not feeling the arrangement on this one. I feel like we need some different sizes. Okay. And I need like a tiny one. Where's my tiny ones? Do you ever like, are you ever like in your confetti and your stuff and you're like, where's the little one? I need the little one. I like to have a variety of the sizes of the embellishments that I use. So I like them to be like varying sizes. I don't like them all to be the same. I'm just gonna add the confetti on here and then we're gonna be done. So everybody, thank you for hanging in there with me. I'm so glad you're here. It's been a fun way to spend this Saturday with you. And I think we'll have to start doing a once a month Saturday live. Of course, with my schedule and things the way they are, I can't guarantee that it's always gonna be like the third Saturday or something, but I'll make sure that I'm kind of planning ahead for it and making sure that we get a Saturday live planned once a month. So we'll probably make the next one, it's April now, we'll probably make the next one in May. And we'll go from there. And if you guys are liking them, we'll keep doing them. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking here. I definitely like what's happening here. So we'll do this. We'll have a little 1, 2, 3 there. And little 1, 2, 3 here. Different sizes, tucking some under the sentiments, allowing some to come off. Okay, and then let me know right now, you guys can all let me know, are we loving wonky or are we, card 1 over here, card 2 over here. Which one's your favorite? I would love to hear about it. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna commit on card number 2's bling, and I have to eat. Listen, I can hardly squeeze this bottle anymore. I'm like shaken out of my mind. Can you see it? It's time to eat. It's 2:13. 2 cards in an hour and 45. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. And I think a little like sub-sentiment would be fun. I'm not ready to commit to anything yet. So I think I'm gonna wait and just let it marinate just a little bit. I might add a sub-sentiment and then have it show on. I would have to say they are both. Love them. Okay, perfect. Love them both. All right, let's go up to the face cam, shall we? Thank you all for being here. I love that you're here. I love you're here on a Saturday. I love that you're all so kind and that you're all just giving me feedback and voting in the polls. It's so much fun to do this, and we will have to do it again soon. Next Friday, the 18th. Friday the 18th is my normal Friday live. We will be live at 1 p.m. Pacific time here. Don't know what we're doing yet, but we'll figure that all out. So be sure to join me there. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. I have some pre-recorded videos coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're following me on Instagram because I give all the updates and the details there. And I hope you have a happy Saturday. Thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the notifications here on my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my card making and paper crafting video tutorials. Thanks again, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.